The mission behind Sharing Caring Hands is to bring hope to people, hope and peace, and a life that they can start over and find God and His Mother here. Yes. We have, if you want to count all the volunteers, there's got to be 1,000 a month with collections, with church groups, with people doing things that aren't just here, but all over just to keep it going. Food, clothes, quilts, people coming in to serve groups every day. We have literally hundreds of volunteers that are keeping Sharing Caring Hands going, really. Now, on a holiday, there's probably, we feed 1,000 a day, or handle about 1,000 a day. Breakfast at 10, noon, and 4 o'clock supper. And so we handle, quite a few people here. Now, on holidays, no one else is open. So I open for a meal, and it gives the people a chance to have something to eat, and gives them some place to go on a holiday. So there's a lot of services being provided here. We offer a lot of things. We have now over at Sharing Caring Hands, we have a medical clinic, a couple medical clinics you saw, and 2 dental clinics, and we free dental. And we have showers, clothing, food shelf. We have a line that stands all day beside eating. For different needs. Your damage deposits. A lot of people don't have an ID, so they can't. If they don't a birth certificate, they can't afford to pay those. So, and also nurses' licenses, damage deposit. Depend on not too many rents. There's just a number of things. Eyeglasses, people do not have, they aren't medically covered. And co-pays on all this stuff that we do. I don't know them. I don't get into figures, Mike. Okay. Yeah. So, but I know that we provide the breakfast. One of the churches, we've got about 40 churches involved. They come at noon and serve the meal with different volunteers. Oh, okay. And then at 4 o'clock we provide. And a lot of it comes from catering too. People, like all that flood stuff that happened and all of these rained out a lot of these festivals. So we're continuing to get food from all over. I think some of the greater needs are people haven't got the basics of life. Like I do about $3,000 a week in just used beds for people. And they don't have beds to sleep on. They ask for blankets. The other basic thing is a lot of them, let's say they're short on their food stamps or their milk, their WIC, they don't get milk for their baby. Those are some of the basic things I see in that line, the eyeglasses, the co-pays, they can't afford their co-pays on medicines. And some of these medicines are vital, like your diabetic medicine, your depression medicine, and they can't afford that. No.
Yes, why?
I almost get angry at it because it sounds good.
It sounds wonderful. It's very intoxicating.
Yeah, but it's not real. It's not realistic. I'll tell you why. People don't realize the poor will always be among us, and they always use that word homelessness. It's not just homeless, Mike. It's people in poverty, and those people are close to the edge. We're not counting the families and that lose houses because of and this will always go on, because of foreclosures. So many people are ending up homeless because of different circumstances that continue to happen. Now, it's a wonderful idea, and it's a wonderful thing that people want to do, but I think it sounds good. But they aren't facing the reality, the numbers of what's really going on out there. I think it's very unique. I think there's not a lot of bureaucracy here and paperwork. We have rules, but they're flexible. And the government has so many things, so many strings attached, so many things that they can't do. And that's one of the reasons I am here, for the people falling through the cracks. And the system loves me because they throw everybody over here when they can't help them. And so, in a lot of ways, this place has been a real light to a lot of the agencies that are really government funded and federal funded.
You get referrals, don't you?
All over, all day, from everywhere, yeah. Okay. See, they're so tied by the rules, and that's why they call me. That their heart's good. They want to turn down anybody, so they figure I can help them, which is really what I'm here to do, But unfortunately, we need to, if we are going to really address the whole issue, we are going to thin out our paperwork and our bureaucracy. Otherwise, it's just going to continue to grow. You can't have a list of papers sitting out in an agency saying, well, we can't do this because this is not our policy. I say, then thin out your policy and make it your policy, or you are going to have an inundated amount of people that are going to end up homeless or out in the street.
But you know what their response is, if I can play devil's advocate here?
Yeah.
Where's the accountability? That paperwork is
And
Shows
why do
account-
and you know what? Why do we have to account everybody why they're there? Because
I
we
agree
spend
with
so
you.
much time judging why people are there, nothing gets done. Who cares why they're there? Who cares to study? They're there for one reason. Let's not get into why they're there. We could go on all afternoon and study the issue. What's the difference? If they have a need, pick it up and take care of them.
That's
Am I
right.
going to sit out here and let someone bleed to death? Well, I wonder why. What happened there? As a guy's dying, I'm studying it. No, that's why I'm here. I got so tired of it at Catholic Charities, I couldn't take it. Well, you're not in our boundary. You can't have a bag of food. The person's hungry. Feed them. Oh my gosh. Why do you think I'm here? I would like them to know that there's a lot of need out there, a great need, and we all in our own way need to meet that need. You know, one of the things that people don't realize is the power of prayer in their life, and I want to say it. Prayer enables us to open our hearts to do what we can for our brothers and sisters. I see something, Mike, that I've never seen before. In the last couple of years, in this last year especially, I've never seen anything like it. And I'm seeing that it's growing, and we're going to, each in our own neighborhood, our community, our cities, are going to have to address. We can't just hide poverty underneath the counter and say that, well, they could get a job if they wanted to, or that's an alcoholic, or he's mentally ill. Nothing to do with it. The need is there. I don't care what they're out there for. We need to meet the needs, and we can do that through our time, through our efforts, but it has to start with prayer. That opens our heart to do what we need to do. There is hope for you. Don't give up. Always remember that God is with you. Don't walk alone. None of us do. And if we really realize the Spirit of God is with us, He did not say, I will take away your troubles. He said, I will be with you. And God works through people. He works through different people, and we're all His instruments. And I think that people out there in need, just continue to pray and be hopeful and come to where you can get the help. And don't give up if you refuse one place.